next couple of months. So you have to let us know what you're doing, what date does that apply, because there's time value for you. So that date is important, but if you don't put it at one realize it, but just know that base date is quite important. So you choose today's date and indicate that these things are costs that pertain to these dates. All right? And we also indicate the project is going to be a default, because if you put template, it will populate template Elementor because it was set up in Elementor. And workbook, if you have any workbook already set up, you have drawn it up here. So that's all that you need to do. Put the name, put the base date, and say this. So we have this workbook. Then you go to here. You take this, copy this, and go there and press it. Right. Maybe just leave the first one, because you're going to write summary of trades there. Then press it. Okay. So this will be for phase 2, and then the coding. The coding will be this one. Now, notice that we have a separate section for the PNG. This is a PNG that is built as a percentage of the base costing of the various trades. There are some companies that put PNG in their sub-trades, in their trades. If that is the case, if you are the contractor consultant, that's the first question you ask. You say, these your rates for the items on the excavation pilot and all that, do you add PNG? Then do you add margin? If they say yes, PNG is included, then they shouldn't put PNG here. But having said that, if the contractor is using subcontractors, when a subcontractor gives you a rate, you normally put some margin, some risk margin, especially if it's a subcontractor you don't work before. Or a contractor you worked before, but you know that this guy, has some quality issues, that has cost you money in the past, you downgrade, whatever they're giving you. So if they're giving you that they're going to do your excavation work for 1,500, say 150,000, then you escalate it to say 1.2%. I mean, 150%. To cover for some of those risks. So that's part of the things that you should capture when dealing with the rates for their pricing. So you put the excavation, the rates they are giving you, and then overall you mark it up to cover the risk. The attendance to what they are doing, you capture attendance is general. Attendance, the PNG is part of the attendance. Like the need scaffolds, the need office to place of times, you need water and electricity, divide those. So that's part of your PNG, site-based costs also. And the owner will require you to put a percentage of your PNG and a percentage of your margin, so you should not be hitting into these trades. Why? Because if there is a need for variations, they use these PNG margins to adjust his new work to price it at the time that that will occur. So you have now set up this, and then the aspect that you're going to send to the service, because you're going to use service for your excavation, for your piling. Sorry, there's, something is amiss here. Sorry. Oh, you didn't follow me to do this. We should start from here. This one's sorry, if you did that, please can you adjust this? Because it has to do with various tricks. Alright? Now, so this is the summary of traits. And if you have here summary of trades. Now, if it is a live project, obviously that list might run into 2-3 pages, depending on the complexity of the work, right? But we are just using this. Whether we did only 2 trades and only summary of trades, or it's a project that you have 100 subjects, it doesn't matter. It's just an indication of the procedure that we're going to do for each of these. Something applies for complex projects. All right. So now we're going to drill down to provide the schedules for the trades, which is what we send to the subcontractors, the price. And to do that, we will come under the subtotal F and drill down. Double click there, and then that comes for the excavation trades. So you go to the excavations, and that is for the 5D BIM. So that is this one. So click on that, and then you're going to take everything here and populate it there. The only thing that is going to differ will be the code. So if you like, before you do that, you have your code, and expand this a little bit, and give it a code that will align with what we are doing before. So normally the coding we want to reserve for the items. The items that we want them to give us feedback on, because we want to refer to the others. Now, when you make an allowance, say allow, this is an item. So we could start our, we should start our excavation coding from here, right? So we said, oh, 0 is going to be excavation underscore E, and then within E, we already have OE1, OE2, and all, but I don't know what we have. Okay, we've not had it. Okay, so now we start with 1. So this is going to be OE1. All right. This is item. So the other one could be OE2. So we just, after you drag this and then take it to start from here, say OK, and then okay, the other one is OE3. Drag it down. Okay. Some people prefer having all the allowances in one place. So if that's the case, then you might rearrange this and bring them to here, but let's just leave it the way it is now. So we have 7 items under the excavation trades. But the ones that we are concerned in terms of dimension group and quantity calculations are those ones that are highlighted in yellow. But we need everything to load up our schedule. So if you come here, under the preamble, just copy everything. Copy and go there first, starting from here. Because we're under the excavation trade now. Or before you start this excavation, sorry, you might start from here. Unknown expression, unknown expression. Why? Does anybody know why that is so here? Because this thing is making reference to somewhere else, you see? So we just right click this, say copy, say paste it as this. Okay? So now if you, because it's making reference to somewhere else, it's a function that is taking figures from somewhere. So it has to be free before, make sure that nothing is being copied from somewhere else. Nothing is pointing to external reference. That is what he doesn't want. Right? So you can either adjust it here and say this is preliminaries. But the trade is excavations. And that code for the excavations is going to be 0_e. We should have had OE1, OE2, but we want to separate the ones that are just information. Separate them from the ones that we need prices from. Don't forget that this varies from company to company. Some companies it stopped at 5, so 6, 7, 8. I don't know whether this is 9th one. So it stopped at 5, so just copy all these other ones too and put there 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I can copy everything here because they're all going to be the same. And even if I can even take everything right through here because it's set up the same way. Because it will fall under units. Now, there is no provision for P&G and margins. Because you expect the subcontractor to put all the incidentals into their rates. Because you have your own P&G and all that. You actually put all these kind of lump sum rates, purchasing the charge. Now, when you are taking each of those items and you want to build up your risk library, then you put some markups there for the risk associated with that subcontractor, and it varies from subcontractor to subcontractor. All right. So, if, as I said, if you want to capture a specific risk for this subcontractor, and you don't want to do it in the individual trades, you can do it here. Okay? So, you first of all get a subtotal. And then within that subtotal, you want to get your risk margin. Risk as subcontract. Risk. It's different from the attendance that you're going to capture generally for the whole project. This is a risk that is specific to this subcontractor, and that will change according to how you perceive that the subcontractor you've given this contract to. Because maybe you invited tenders from 5 subcontractors and you selected one, and you evaluate the guy's risk, and then you put it, what will be your markup on the guy's project. Don't ever assume that you go the way they have, even though you're charging them lump sum. If there's good things are, you still going to show right as a contractor. You show you put some margins, no matter how good they are, you need to cover yourself from this. But if you if you take too much risk, maybe you too, you're going to lose out on the job. But there's a need to cover some lines there. Correct. So it's up to you to assign some break. We'll come to this later on. So you now take this thing up and do send for the rest of the trades. Okay? So do for piling, do for concrete work, do for plasterboard lining, do for tiling, and the rest of them. I won't do those aspects. So you just see the way we've done this one and continue with the rest of it. That's why it's an assignment. I won't be doing that. Now, we now go to the 5D. The plasterboard is all straightforward, as Tony has taught you and as we did the first time. And we can only revisit those aspects when we have some issues. Then we, first of all, raise it through the discussion forum and let your mates respond. And I will be looking at the responses because I want to encourage you guys working together, because that's the way it works in real life. If you are working on A, you guys don't know the value of the network you're building here now. You will not appreciate this network you're having now until when you graduate 5 years down the line. You'll be looking for engineer will be looking for Ali will, because this kind of makes a bond, if you're not in that network, nobody will give you any information. Nobody will ask anybody anything. They'll hide their business secrets. But as old corporates, you tell your mates, and say, our company just won education, we're not into education. But what's your rate for this, this aspect? And again, just and it's a high top business secret, but it has helped you. You have to move on. So don't underrate the network you guys have now. This is why if you have any issues with any of these your colleagues now, better resolve it now before you graduate. Alright? Make sure you're good times. And you're going to find this very, very useful. So when we go to the excavation, and we have these excavations. Now, when it comes to the measurements, like this is now stripping topsoil. All right? Now, when it comes to measurements, from the summary of trades, we click on the subtotal F column to come to break out for this, the trade schedule. Now, for the items, we're going to click on the quantity. Okay? Stripping the topsoil, because we need to do some adjustments. We need to go to the takeoff sheet. So we'll double click here, and this is the takeoff sheet for that item. Because that item will have some negative deductions, will have some adjustments, from what you take it off, on-screen takeoff, or model takeoff. So this is where this is takeoff sheets for that item. So stripping the topsoil, average, what is 2 millimeter deep. Now, here, you might just go back there, within here, just copy this, and then go back to that point, and start that with your now, sorry, you don't need the quantity because you already know that it's going to be quantity. The quantity will be put up here. From whatever you have here, you take it either under the count or length and it populates here for you. And then you make adjustments to that. That's a negative reduction. So this is your takeoff sheet. And it has to start with the main item itself. And then the adjustment that you. So at this point is when you now look for the dimension group. The quantity of the dimension group that will give the quantity for this item. Alright? Now, in your 2D measurements, just the way we've set it up. It would have been easy. All you need to do is you have excavations. Within excavations, you have stripping the topsoil, and then the other one is I don't know, this level excavation, blah blah blah. Yeah, we should have had site preparations. Under the site preparation, you have stripping topsoil, then filling. You have for hardcore, you have sand lining. As I said, you don't bother yourself with these aspects. All right. So we should have had some dimension group set up. Let me give you an example. Many people have different ways. I told you guys, don't misquote me. I told you guys, different people have different ways of doing this dimension grouping. It's all good for them so long as they are getting the quantities. This is where the action is required. Okay? So one way of setting up something like this, in the 2D environment now, don't get me wrong, 2D environment, you click on, first of all, click on the drawing. Make sure this is open, and then click on dimension. This is when this becomes open, all right? Then you can say add. Now, the name here, under the 2D environment, that name is the item that you want to capture the quantity for in your on-screen system, right? So, say for instance, here we're interested in stripping the topsoil. So this is why you give the name stripping the topsoil. It's up to you whether you want to write the whole description or just something that will give an idea. This is stripping topsoil dimension group. This is what to look for. To get the quantity to complete them by one look. But it's not necessary to give it a long description because if you write beyond 5 words, it cuts it in dimension group column. So there's no point. So you just write something, but that naming must have the code so it to be arranged in the order that you want it to be arranged, or else CostX is going to scatter that. So for the 2-dimensional setup, as we were doing it at 3-dimensional, it is stripping of the topsoil. You look at the code for that stripping of the topsoil. Can somebody open his or her Excel and look at the code that we put for that stripping of the topsoil? I think it's 0E2. 0E2. All right. So we will start with that and say that the name is 0 underscore E underscore 2, and then we write strip topsoil. All right. And the average, average 162. All right. So this is just fine. This is fine. Now, the folder is to help us to put, the tree structure in our dimension group. People don't care about the tree structure. They want the common dimension that we can use across multiple items. But that's fine for them. But the way I normally do it is excavation gets your dimension group for that excavation item, place it in one place. Plasterboard get the dimension group, place it in one item, and use this numbering to get the sequence right. So you can pick their dimension group and know where they are. Instead of saying I want to have one little dimension, just restrict it to maybe a guess. If I find a guess, then I can use that guess for 20 items. It's kind of confusing. So I normally arrange my thing the way I want it to appear, in the workbook. So I will create a folder which is 0 underscore E, which is excavation. because my stripping of the topsoil occurs under a subcategory of excavation called site preparation, because within site preparation there are heaps of other things which we are not considering. Who can give an example of item, measurement item under site preparation in real life? You guys are right to building. And I don't want to put you I don't want to put you on the spot. Don't say anything. Can somebody, yeah, how many of you are into, yeah, Janelle too, I don't want to put you on. But who else can help us? In terms of site preparation, who else is sitting here? Actually, I think, apart from these two guys, who else is into construction? Or if you look at my carpenter, okay, I will not ask you. If you tell me that you're a carpenter or a builder, I will not ask you. But then you see what you okay. What? Which oh, your peers. Yeah, well, now you should tell us, because if you're a builder, I should have asked. Now that you're here, under site preparation, what are other measurements? Under site preparation. And also services, there are heaps of other things, that you have under site preparation. So because of that, site preparation, it's good to have a subfolder under site preparation. So you can have some other items if you forget, all right? Instead of saying excavation, you start listing other items, all right? So we need to create a subfolder for site preparation. So we're going to do that backstroke there and say site preparation. All right, now we're good to go. Now this item, stripped topsoil, now we want to measure it in area, okay? It's going to be in area, so the measurement type is in the default is area. But we need to capture the average depth, because that average depth, the SLS 402 says, even though you measure it in meters squared, because the overall thickness, the other dimension is less than 300. But that volume must be in the description. So if you say stripped of soil, starting from natural ground level, average depth 162, put in bracket the volume meter cube, but get it measured in meter squared. So that volume component, you get it from the height, all right? Because the height times the overall superficial area gives the volume. So put that average point 160 as height. So you can make use of the volume if you want to call it up at any point in time. All right? And that is all. And then you say insert. So under excavation, it has created insert preparation, and this is now an item that you want to measure. All right? So if you highlight that item, if you are doing 2D, if you highlight the item, go to your drawing, and you trace the areas, positive areas, trace negative areas in the lines, and then you have your positive put up your work. Okay?
These keyboards.
There are some things you can't edit, but see if you can edit. Like the item name doesn't, it will gray out, it doesn't allow you to edit. But the folder, you can adjust the folder where you want it to see. So, did it allow you to edit it? Just right click and say edit.
Yeah.
So you've done that. So, all right. Now, don't be carried away. This is not the way it is done in the 3D environment. All right? But this is the way it is done in the 2D environment. So when you are doing your 2D for plasterboard linings, because the plasterboard linings, you have plasterboard linings here. Yeah, you can. Sorry, just a minute.